Today's episode of Looping Through Life is brought to you by the band Fictional Reality. Listen now on Spotify. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Looping Through Life. Back at it again today, do another coaster dive. I had a lot of fun doing the El Toro one, and I figured make this a regular thing because I'm actually learning some things, I didn't know about coasters. Either way, we're going to dive right into it today with one of my favorite winter roller coasters. It's not on the top 10 list by any means, but I do love her. She's definitely iconic. That's going to be GhostRider over at Knott's Berry Farm. I first rode her back in 2009 when I moved out to California to do the Disney College program. Most recently rode her back in 2015, so it's been quite some time and quite the years. I did get to rewrite her after all the new additions too, and I have an original, ride beforehand on there. And
oh wow, Ryan talking about a wooden coaster. Fitting, since his personality has the same texture.
Either way, GhostRider is known for its wonderful wood structure, its great track layout, its relentless speed, and
for making grown men cry. Not the coaster, just Ryan. I watched the footage. You win.
Can we just get to the coaster dive?
Sure, but only after we thank Knotts for finally giving Ryan the spine he's been missing since high school.
GhostRider is a wooden roller coaster located at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. And it's not just any wooden coaster. It's the longest, tallest, and fastest wooden coaster on the West Coast, and easily one of the most respected. Since its debut in 1998, it's delivered a mix of speed, airtime, and chaos that has thrilled, and sometimes terrified, generations of park-goers. Let's go back to the late 1990s. Knott's Berry Farm was in a transitional phase. The park had always leaned into its Old West ghost town theming, but it needed a big new attraction to reinvigorate its lineup and compete with the ever-growing competition from nearby Disneyland and Six Flags Magic Mountain. Enter GhostRider, a massive wooden coaster built by Custom Coasters International, or CCI, a company that, at the time, was gaining attention for its bold and aggressive coaster designs. When it opened in December 1998, GhostRider was an immediate hit. At over 4,500 feet in length, it was one of the longest wooden coasters in the world. It stood 118 feet tall, hit speeds of 56 miles per hour, and packed in drop after drop, turn after turn, with barely any time to catch your breath. The layout was compact but powerful, cleverly using the available space, and even sending riders out of the main park and into a section of Ghost Town, something few coasters had done before. One of the key things that made GhostRider stand out was its pacing. From the moment you crested the lift hill, it was non-stop. No slow moments, no mid-course break, just relentless wooden mayhem. It combined airtime hills, lateral heavy turns, and quick transitions to create an experience that felt wild, but perfectly controlled. For many years, it was considered one of the best wooden coasters in America. But with wooden coasters, time is the ultimate enemy. Wood shifts, settles, and warps over time. By the early 2010s, GhostRider's glory days were fading. What was once thrilling began to feel more like punishment. The track had deteriorated, leading to extreme roughness, and the old PTC trains, heavy and not particularly forgiving, weren't helping. The once great ride had become a rough, rattly mess, and guest complaints were piling up. It was clear something had to be done. In 2015, Knott's Berry Farm announced that GhostRider would be closing for a major refurbishment. Fans were nervous. Some feared it would be converted into a steel hybrid coaster, like so many others, a trend that had grown in popularity thanks to companies like RMC. But Knott's took a different route. Rather than replacing the ride's identity, they committed to preserving it. They brought in Great Coasters International, known for keeping wooden coasters alive while modernizing them for smoother, more sustainable performance. GhostRider retracked nearly the entire ride, replacing old sections with fresh, precision-cut wood. The layout was kept nearly identical, but some turns and transitions were slightly reprofiled to improve flow and reduce the notorious jackhammering effect. Another huge improvement came in the form of new trains. GhostRider's original trains were swapped out for GCI's Millennium Flyer trains, known for their lighter weight, ergonomic seating, and ability to glide through tight curves with less wear and tear on the track. This single change made a massive difference in how the ride felt. Where riders used to brace for impact, now they could enjoy the layout without fearing whiplash. The refurbishment wasn't just mechanical. The Queue-in station also received a thematic upgrade, tying GhostRider more deeply into Knott's Ghost Town storyline. With wood planks, lanterns, old mining gear, and eerie audio, the queue became more atmospheric, like you were about to embark on a cursed runaway minecart adventure. When GhostRider reopened in 2016, it was met with rave reviews. Fans called it smoother, faster, and more intense, without losing its wild spirit. It was the perfect example of how to modernize a wooden coaster without gutting it. GCI's work helped restore the ride to its former glory, and arguably made it better than it had ever been. Today, GhostRider continues to draw massive crowds, especially during Halloween haunt events when it runs in the dark. With no lights on the track and an extra layer of mystery. Whether you're a first-time rider or a seasoned thrill-seeker, GhostRider offers a ride experience that's powerful, unpredictable, and unforgettable. It's also a coaster that holds a special place in the history of Knott's Berry Farm. It represents a bridge between the park's past and future, rooted in Old West theming but built with modern engineering. It proves that wooden coasters, when properly maintained and upgraded, can hold their own against the sleekest steel giants. GhostRider isn't just a ride, it's a story. One that's been shaken, retracked, and reborn. And every time that chain lift pulls you toward the sky, you know you're about to beckon.
And that's a wrap on our coaster dive for GhostRider. Honestly, fast, thrilling, airtime all around, intense, just how we like it.
Except GhostRider improves with age. Can't say the same about your back after that last drop.
My back is fine, it's just part of the experience.
Ryan, you limped off the ride like it owed you money.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. Drop a comment on your favorite wooden roller coaster.
And if you don't subscribe, Ryan's threatening to wear that same sweaty theme park shirt in the next video. Either way, that's a wrap. We'll catch you next time on Looping Through Life.
Well,